Mr. Graham, homework help! Let's do homework now. You should be on page 70. And there's not a lot of homework this week because the school week started on Wednesday. But there's a little bit, so let's do it. Camille made a shape pattern with pattern blocks that goes back and forth between a triangle and a square. Draw the pattern that Camille made. You can use models to help understand the problem. That means draw, okay? Start by describing the pattern with words. Repeat the pattern at least 3 times. And that's to help make sure that you see what you need to see. So, here we go. Triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle, square. What a simple pattern to start off with. Make sure that you realize that it is happening 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That's just to make sure you see the pattern for what it really is. You can also use pattern blocks to help understand the problem. So what I mean by that is we can bust out some shapes, some actual blocks, and you can make the pattern with actual little pieces. And during IWT or centers time, that's something that you can really do with your own hands, and that'll be cool. And now here's some actual problems for us to do on page 71. Now you will explore the shape pattern from the previous page further. How many sides does a triangle have? Oh man, well that's simple. A triangle's got 1, 2, 3 sides. Important to know, just reminding you, how many sides does a square have? Well, draw a square. That's more of a rectangle, but I tried my best. 1, 2, 3, 4. How could you describe the pattern using the number of sides the shapes have? So these 2 problems are easy, and they set you up for this problem that you might not understand right away. So you're looking at the pattern on page 70, and you see triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle, square. And what they're asking you to do is they're asking you to speak of it in terms of numbers of sides. So a triangle is 3 sides, a square is 4. Remember, the pattern goes triangle, square, triangle, square. So next would be another 3. Then for the square, that's 4, because we're counting the number of sides. Then 3. Then 4. See? All we did was relate a shape pattern to a number pattern, and you have to be good with both. What would the 10th shape in the pattern be? Now don't guess. Really try to figure it out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's keep going. Triangle, square, triangle, square. And they want 10th. So let's just make sure that we got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So what would the 10th shape be? Well, we can't put 4 because that's not a shape. But what shape does that number represent? 4 is how many sides it has, and that would be a square. Square. Explain how you can figure out the 85th number in the pattern would be without drawing all 85 shapes. Well, wow. They want to know what the 85th number is. And to find the 10th, we drew 10. But can you imagine drawing 85 of those? You don't have to. You don't have to if you can predict what the pattern is like. So this is the 10th one, right? That was the 10th number in the pattern. And if you skipped ahead, it would also be the 20th, and the 30th, and the 40th, and the 50th, and the 60th, and the 70th, and even the 80th. So you see what we're doing there? We're skip counting in our pattern. So we know that this 4, if we skip count all the way to the 80th number, like if we kept doing this over and over again 80 times, would still be a 4 because it follows the pattern. They don't want 80th, they want 85. So you can think of this as 80, then start over again from the beginning. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. So the last number would be a 3. Or not the last number, but the 85th number would be a 3. I know this because I skip counted by tens to get to 80, then counted 5 more to get to 85. The pattern will stay the same no matter how far you skip count. So do you see what I did there, and do you see how I'm trying to explain it with words? You guys might remember that test we took last week, that math test. It asked you to explain a lot with words. A lot of you guys missed out on some points because you're not used to explaining your knowledge. I mean, you know stuff, but you can't explain what you know. And that's a skill we have to get better at. All right, one more. One more little problem. Use what you just learned to solve the problem. Describe any rules you see in the shape pattern below. All right, I'm going to have you write this yourself, but I'm going to help you find the rules, okay? So what are the rules? It can be, one rule is that a circle always comes after a star, doesn't it? There's one rule. Let's see here. Star, circle, arrow, S, star, circle. Another rule might be that it's going to have arrow. That's a really bad arrow. Sorry. Arrow, S again. And you know what? That's enough for now. If you see any other rules, and what a rule means is just like rules. What do you mean rules? Like, what patterns do you see? What seems to always be happening, you know? You look carefully at what's going on, you see the pattern, you know what's repeating, and you tell them. And if you can see that, well, then you know the rules. All right, guys, that's enough for tonight. I'll see you just one more time because it's a short week and we have homework that'll be due on Friday. All right.